Hello everyone, welcome back. This week, I finished my realistic alien series with Upgrade. This is the last of Ben 10's original 10 aliens. It actually took me a little bit to get this one right. I looked at a lot of different references, and I actually considered making this version look more like Slug-like. I didn't go with that as to not stray too far away from its original design. I looked at a lot of different materials, including mercury and other metallic liquids, some of which react to magnets. And later on in the process, I actually looked at movie effects like Venom from Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 3, and that actually ended up having a huge influence on how the body just kind of held itself together. I'd imagine the structure would be similar to that, as on its own, it would kind of almost be struggling to keep a human shape. When it came time to make the techno lines, I don't know really what they're called, that's just my best approximation, the green lines on it. I decided not to really do a one-for-one with the original markings, as I thought it would be a little more visually pleasing to have them follow the contour of the muscular structure, the shapes that they make, creating really clear borders between forms that may be hard to see otherwise. Also, if you noticed, I made the optical organ concave instead of just a flat surface, as I thought that made it a little more visually pleasing. To add some flair to the glowing lines, I added spots of sort of blown out light, as if bright particles of information would sort of come running down the lines, almost like synapses, if you know what I mean. When I thought of that, I had some really cool ideas of how Upgrade might look in this style if it was animated and moving, wherever in its body it was moving more, putting more energy towards, those blips might appear more frequently. So yeah, that's my thought process for Upgrade. But I'm going to keep going, actually, since this is the last of the classic aliens, I wanted to do something sort of special for the end of the series, and I actually landed on doing a size chart. So for the human comparison, I of course cut out a little version of myself, and I actually had the Omnitrix prop from my prop series. So I put me in the middle. I tried to get the sizes as accurate to the real show as possible, because most of the aliens actually have their heights online, but some others I had to approximate. I'll go down the list, starting with Heat Blast. Its height actually ranges, believe it or not, between 6 feet and 7 feet, apparently. I put it at 7 feet because I thought it would just be a little goofy having Heat Blast be shorter than me. Even though given I am a pretty tall guy. Wild Mutt was almost 5 feet, Diamond Head was almost 10 feet, Accelerate was 4 feet tall, Gray Matter was 6 inches, so I actually tried to put him in a place where he wouldn't get lost in the crowd. Forearms is between 10 and 12 feet, I think. So even though it's not technically 12, because I couldn't really fit him at 12 feet, I imagine he's about 12, probably. Ripjaw's height seems to range a lot, and I couldn't really find a solid answer online, but I imagine him to be really pretty large. So even though there's some shots of him being shorter than Grandpa Max, for instance, in my headcanon he's 8 feet. Let's see, we have Stinkfly. He has a 4.5 foot wingspan. I couldn't find Ghost Freak's height, but I thought he's probably 7 feet, even though he looks smaller than a person in the show. I just found it to be a little more intimidating that way, and for him to be specifically scary, I thought was important. And finally, Upgrade is 6 feet tall, so a little shorter than me. That's going to do it for this week, and this series, actually. I hope you all enjoyed it as much as I did making it. I had a lot of fun. Making these live-action style concepts for the aliens from Ben 10. It was my favorite show growing up, and it still holds a really special place in my heart. I think just because of how imaginative the creature design is, they're just really cool. I really want to do the Alien Force aliens at some point in the future, although I have to push aside some time for other projects that I plan to do for the YouTube channel. I'm trying to get a little more organized with my scheduling and not do too many series at once, as that can tend to really make, waiting for each episode really long time. I don't want to have to have you guys wait. But who knows? Things change. Maybe I will do them sooner than later. But right now, I think I'll probably do them sometime next year, if you want a rough date. Anyways, that's going to do it. I don't want to keep you guys for too much longer because I've already had your attention for far long enough. So my other socials are linked in the description, and if you like this video and you want to see more like it, then subscribe and turn on the bell to get notified when I upload next.